Hi girls, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Khadijah. Let's get into this fall inspired makeup look, and I had a lot of fun with it. It was very experimental because I literally never do my eyes like this, and I feel like it was a little bit out of my comfort zone. So let's get into it, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let's jump right into the video. All right, you guys, I'm gonna first start by tucking my little bangs behind my ear. And this is a good makeup tutorial if you have like problem skin and don't feel any type of way about it, because baby, I have acne scars, I have pimples, I have all of the things. So let's take care of all of this. So first I started with hydrating my skin with this CeraVe moisturizing cream, and then I also went in with this Baddie. This is the daily hydrating and setting mist. I also added this CeraVe. This is the eye repair cream, and I put this all over my lid and under my eye as well, because I've been having a lot of dry eyes and I wanted to make sure that my eyes are just being very nourished and moisturized. But first we're going to get into the eyes, so let's do that. I'm really excited because I always end up starting with skin, but this time I want to start with eyes since it is very fall and we want to give a little bit of spooky vibes. I'm gonna start with my Hourglass concealer, and I'm just gonna prep my lid. Putting this all over. I think I want to go for like a very, maybe like 90s inspired brown type of makeup look, or brown smoky eye. We'll see. We're kind of just like playing around in makeup right now. Okay, I'm gonna set her with my Chanel setting powder. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna use this Black Radiance palette, and then I'm gonna use this contour shade right here. It's just like a very like chocolatey brown, and I'm gonna put this kind of on my outer corners of my eye, and I'm just gonna like lightly buff that out in the outer corners. Mind you, I've literally never done this before, so we're just vibing, and we're gonna see how this comes out. Okay, I'm gonna take this flat brush right here, and I'm gonna go in with the color in the middle. This is called the Sculptor color, but it's like a brown, I would say, that's closest to my skin tone, and I'm just gonna kind of put that in the center. It really gives like a mocha type of look. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys, but that's the fun in it. Let's just have fun. I feel like this is very girl coded and just vibing. We can even call it pre-shower makeup, whatever you want to call it. I feel like we're having girly time and we're bonding. And like, I feel like it's funny because when I was younger, I used to always like play in makeup and have so much fun. And now that I've gotten older, I only do my makeup to get ready, but like, where's the fun in that? So let's bring the fun back. Okay, what else can we do? I guess I can like buff this out a little bit. Like the top. Let's use this right here. This is the Maybelline Line Express pencil liner in ebony, and I'm just gonna do like a slight wing situation in the like on the waterline, not on the waterline, like at the top. Oops, that's a smudger. And then I'm going to like buff it out. I like dragged it a little bit up, like a little tiny wing. Okay, we're gonna use the other end to smoke this out. This is probably as dark as I would go, but who knows? Okay. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna add on, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I'm gonna add on my L'Oreal Lumi Glotion because I've been using this so much. So we're gonna add this on. I'm excited to see how this makeup turns out because like I said, you guys, I never like do anything different with my makeup. A lot of people do blush first. I'm not the biggest blush girl, but for the sake of the video, we're going to be doing, I mean, I use blush. I just don't use it that much. This is the e.l.f. Coral Crush. I'm gonna use some right here. Now I'm using this is a Real Techniques brush. I'm like, I feel like this is a little bit bright for a fall look. What do you guys think? I feel like this gives kind of summer. I don't know where my Danessa mix is, so I'm gonna go in and add this Hourglass concealer. Like that. This Hourglass concealer is in shade Flax. And then I'm gonna go and add on my like foundation too. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I found my Danessa Mix. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of this Yummy Skin. This is in shade 12, you guys. I'm gonna add this kind of in the center. Like that. I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Skin, but I'm gonna mix it with, where is it at? I'm gonna mix it with this L'Oreal Lumi Le Glow tint. So I'm just gonna add that. Which is interesting because the Fenty is a little bit lighter than the L'Oreal in shade 320. But we're gonna mix them together and see what happens. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna lightly pat this in. If you notice, I'm letting my concealer just do its thing right now because I don't want to blend that out too fast. I don't want to add too much more to my forehead, so I'm just going to take what I have and try to buff it out as much as possible. Also, if you guys notice, I didn't use any primer, so that's how you know we're experimenting. Because like, I use primer most of the time, but today, I just didn't. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna trace this and drag this up. That it's starting to look like some under eye coverage. I want to let that sit a little bit more, so I'm just gonna do kind of the same thing on the other side. Oh, I didn't put any concealer above my lip, but I'm just dragging what I have left on the brush and just putting it right here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin. Okay, before I blend any of that out, I'm gonna add my Pas Retaux for face palette. This is the double-sided, oh my god, it's so messy. It's the duo palette in shade She's Chiseled. I'm gonna take some bronzer here. And there. And then I'm gonna put some along my chin as well. The idea is to use as little makeup as possible to give very skin-like finish and to just work the product so it's like not like you're layering anything on. I'm really in the season where I just want to get my makeup like chef's kiss, and I really want to, you know, just also continue to work on my skills. So that just takes some time and just really practice. I'm gonna bring this kind of like right under the tail end of my brow, the bronzer, and also into my hairline. Chin area, and I'm kind of like making sure to blend it under my neck also. I'm gonna put a little bit to my ear so it doesn't look crazy. And then on the sides. Okay guys, we're gonna use a beauty blender for this. Just gonna lightly tap. I'm literally doing like the lightest taps on my nose, you guys. Oh my god, this is the best my nose has looked in a long time. Like, hello? I mean, with like doing makeup, obviously. Okay, I really want to blend out under my eyes, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. I'm doing very light strokes and just dusting. I'm gonna use the same brush I used for foundation and kind of just like blend a little in this in-between area. And I'm using like medium pressure, kind of, and just buffing it out. I really want to get rid of this line situation, so I need to buff that out as well. And I'm not going like directly where I put the concealer. I'm kind of just going around that area. It's looking very skin-like to me, but we haven't set anything. So let's set our under eyes. I'm gonna try to use this today, the MAC Studio Fix Plus, and set our under eyes first. I've never done this before with the MAC Studio Fix Plus. Well, let me buff this out first. L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm mixing it with that Chanel powder that I was using, and I'm just gonna carve out my under eye. The L'Oreal Infallible is in the shade This is in the shade 5 pink, but then the Chanel powder is very like light. I don't even know what shade this is in. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Patrick Ta in the powder and just drag this along the sides of our nose. I'm just buffing it out with this like semi-clean brush because I just want it to look as natural as possible. And I'm also pushing it into my brow. We're gonna take this big old brush, I don't know, I said it like that, and use this NW44 Max Studio Fix Plus. I'm gonna put it just dust it along my face. I think it's coming along really, really good. Okay, I want to set it and then, ooh, I'm knocking stuff down. I want to set it, so we're going to set it with this L'Oreal 36 Hour 3-Second Setting Mist. I don't know why I always have the urge to open my eyes right after I do my setting mist. Let me go wash my hands and I'll be right back because like having dirty hands is such a pet peeve of mine. Hold on. Okay girls, we're back. I realized I didn't put any bronzer around the perimeters of my face. So we're gonna add on the same bronzer. Who remembers when Kim K did her tutorial with Jaclyn Hill and like Jaclyn Hill was like looking through all her stuff? I don't know, there was like a meme about it, but that was such a legendary moment. I remember when Kim was like, I just like to do a little 3. Like, I loved that. This looks like a patch that's unblended. I told you guys, but I like to do a little bit more bronzer right here, kind of like right under the tail end of our brow, and kind of go a little outward. Now I'm gonna use this Juvia's palette and I'm gonna use the Jamada and a little bit of Zama. I'm gonna mix them together. I'm just gonna dust anything extra and just lightly put it on the cheek, the apples of our cheeks. We're doing my favorite part, and we're gonna use Mrs. Anastasia Brow Wiz. I love doing my brows these days, so let's do them. I've been doing them much thicker than I feel like I used to, because I like the look of thicker brows on me. I'm gonna take a little bit of setting powder and just kind of dust it under my brows. Lip, I'm gonna try to see what this looks like. It is an NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in shade Athens. I'm gonna use a little in the center. And then I'm just gonna use my Summer Fridays. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Falsy Surreal. This is in Meta Black. I guess that's the shade. Okay. Alright girls, this is the final makeup look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like, this just gives very skin-like. This is very fall for me. This is like the most makeup I feel like I've worn, especially like eye-wise. But I'm like, it's my go-to. I'm like, do I need to start doing this more often? I'm obsessed. But thank you girls so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye.